Hey guys, I'm back after like a year. Yeah, I know I missed you guys and I know you missed me too. Let's just get straight into the video, shall we? We're going to be talking about the Jay-Z situation, but from a completely different angle. I'm not here to break down whether he did it, whether he didn't do it. That is for a court of law to decide. What I want to talk about is how this relates to the 48 laws of power. Law 5 in particular, which states, so much depends with your reputation. Guard it with your life. Can I get a click, 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 click? Because it's really so serious. So Jay-Z's going through a legal battle at present, and it's a very serious one. He's been accused of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old, which is just absolutely wild. Wild. And he's been accused of doing it with Diddy. So it's even what that's crazy. And of course, he's denied the claims. But really what I wanted to talk about is how an accusation like this can really do so much damage to your reputation, as it should, because it's such a huge accusation, but how such accusations can be levied by people who have absolutely nothing to lose, and how much damage it can do to someone with such a huge reputation. I mean, Jay-Z's career is a really interesting masterclass on how to build a successful image. Thing after thing after thing after thing that has solidified his reputation and made him being seen as the mogul he is today. However, how solid is that reputation if it can crumble just like that? So in particular, we're going to be discussing how this accusation has impacted Jay-Z's reputation so far. I mean, the accusation just came out a week ago. I've seen so many think pieces, including this think piece. So, I mean, it's already traveled like wildfire. We're also going to talk about the importance of reputation, why it is important to have one, and also how we can build one for ourselves if we so decide. So Jay-Z has been accused of some heinous crimes, and it's left people polarized as to whether he did it, whether he didn't. And I think a big reason as to why it's even so polarizing is due to the fact that Jay-Z is loved by the masses. So the book discusses how a rumor, or in this case an allegation, can be a very powerful weapon in bringing someone's downfall, because the appearance of wrongdoing can be just as damaging as the act itself. And what I mean by that is just being accused of doing something bad can be just as bad as doing the accused thing. Do you get what I mean? On one hand, you can deny the rumors vehemently, saying, how dare you, accuse me of doing something so disgusting, like, are you crazy? But a layer of suspicion will always remain. You know what I mean? Once you've been accused, like, people will say there's no smoke without fire. Like, why did this person get accused of this? Like, regardless of if you bring the most damning proof that you did not do this thing, people are always going to be like someone like Jay-Z, for example, if he brought proof that he did not do this, there's someone in this world that could be like, yeah, but I'm sure he just paid these people off to like agree to do this, or I'm sure that he bribed someone, or he might have threatened someone. Like, there's always going to be just that little did he do it? And then on the other side, right, it's like, is this person overly defending themselves? Like, if they didn't do it, why are they so quick to jump and to defend themselves? And I've actually seen people say that in regards to Jay-Z. He did a letter basically saying to the lawyer that accused him, like, you won't get one red penny out of me. And everyone was like, damn, Jay-Z was so quick to reply. He definitely did that shit. Like, it's crazy. Then you can also decide to take the high road and ignore it. And you know what? I'm way better than this. And I'm way too good to even go down and admit to these rumors. He did that, in fact, with the whole Aaliyah and Foxy Brown allegations, where people are alleging that he was dating them when they were underage, and he never addressed those. He never kind of cleared up. He just always kind of said, shit, it's Rock Nation, baby. Like, the fuck. However, that has kind of almost come to bite him back in the back, because he didn't like put those rumors to bed before. Now everyone is just using all these kind of rumors and allegations to fuel this new allegation that's come through. It's like, you can decide to defend yourself and people are going to judge you. You can decide not to defend yourself and people are still going to judge you. And I think once the allegation has been made, honestly, the damage has been done. We can give an example of when remaining calm has worked. So like we're saying in those Foxy Brown and Aaliyah situation, Jay-Z was kind of able to use his reputation as somewhat of a shield to protect him from these allegations. So whereas somebody like R. Kelly was like completely dragged for dating Aaliyah underage, with Jay-Z, it's kind of like, oh, but did he really do it? It's a Rock Nation branch. Rockaware. Like, so yeah, like I said, Jay-Z is not a stranger to using his reputation to shield him. And that is actually like kind of the power of reputation. It can almost allow you to not even have to discuss or entertain certain things, because do you know who the fuck I am? You know who I am? You think I would do something like that? You think I'd be that degenerate? So yeah, to wrap up that point, essentially, once you do get alleged, or once there's a rumor, or once there's an accusation, it's really hard to move in those situations because your first move is everything and it matters. However, is there a way your move can win? Can you really win? Next, we're going to talk about the importance of a good reputation. So the book touches on how a good reason for making and maintaining your own reputation is that it's of your own choosing. You decide what your reputation hinges on, essentially. A reputation is an armor in a way that can protect you from a lot of things and shield you from a lot of attacks in this game of life. Essentially, it controls how other people judge you, right? It's like a first impression without even having to enter the room. So it works on behalf of you. It goes into rooms before you. It is heard before people even see your face. You know, if they know you as this great person, like, oh, this person's an amazing finance person. Yeah, I don't even need to know your name. I know who you are as your soul, as your being through these little 3 words you just told me. Reputation, child. And also a little caveat, it really does dictate how people treat you. Having a positive reputation actually begets more positivity, and having a negative reputation, honestly, it begets more negativity. Think about the black sheep of the family. If you're the black sheep of the family, then you would understand this most of all. Like, people would just assume you do bad things just because you did 1 or 2 bad things. Now you have this reputation of being a bad person. Like, shit, damn, I can't be a little creative with my life. With one stroke of a hand, it can double your strength. It can also send people scurrying away from you. Whether the exact same deeds appear brilliant or dreadful can entirely depend on the reputation of the doer. So next we're going to talk about how to establish your own reputation, using Jay-Z as a beautiful example. But before we do that, pause. If you guys don't want me to get sponsored by BetterHelp, y'all better subscribe. Because this video is sponsored by me, but soon I won't. I will go to BetterHelp. And if you guys don't want some psychologists who are not even doctors to be giving you therapy, if you don't want that, then subscribe. And thank you. Back to the video. In the beginning, you must choose one outstanding quality that is just what you want to be known as. So this might be incredible generosity, an amazing football player, a sterling person, honesty. Whatever you decide that one quality is going to be about yourself, you got to choose one quality and stick to that quality, darling. This quality should really set you apart from other people and get other people to talk about you. And it should be the first thing that people bring up when they discuss about you, basically. And then the next thing to do is to get your reputation to be known to as many people as possible. However, this is advised not to be done in a fast way, but to be done slowly and subtly and to be built on a firm foundation. But the idea is that when you do it slowly and subtly, eventually your reputation will spread like wildfire and the right people who need to hear it will hear it. A solid reputation increases your presence and exaggerates your strength without having to spend so much energy. It can also create an aura around you that will instill respect, even fear. So let's take this back to Jay-Z for a second. From what I've read about Jay-Z and from the music I've listened to him, if his music is anything honest, he talks a lot about how he at first was, a notorious drug dealer, sold crack to his mum, like literally was dirt of the dirt. So he built his reputation being a drug dealer first. And when, he got a solid reputation from that, he's like, yo, I can kill it in the music, bruh. I can kill it. Don't I kind of sound like Jay-Z? I think I kind of sound like him. So he gets his street credibility, then he gets his music credibility, right? And for 10 years, I think he's dropping album after album after album after album. And literally, if you're a millennial or above, everybody sees Jay-Z as their GOAT. Like, Jay-Z is like the rapper. He's the rapper that did it. He made it out. He made money. He made music. He has his masters. He's just a boss. Like, if you talk to a certain age demographic, they see Jay-Z as the GOAT. And I'm not here to question that. So what he did was he used his street credibility to get music credibility. He then used his music credibility to then help him get some business credibility. People are like, he's a great drug dealer, a great musician. He must know something about business. 1 or 2 good business deals, all of a sudden this guy's seen as a mogul. So another thing about reputation is it's always evolving and it's constantly evolving. It's adaptable, it's amendable to changes. And I think especially now in this time where there's stuff like cancel culture and, you do one thing, you're getting cancelled. It's important to be able to know how to pivot and how to switch up the reputation if necessary. I wanted to touch on Dinner with Jay-Z. Jay-Z got such a good reputation of being a businessman that people used to go on Twitter and say 100K or Dinner with Jay-Z, and like genuinely people would actually choose Dinner with Jay-Z over getting $100,000. It's a meme now, it's funny now, but literally I'm talking people by the thousands were willing to just have a dinner with Jay-Z instead of like getting $100,000. And I genuinely think that's because he's had this reputation of being this music guy, this business guy. Like whatever tidbits he gives you, it's just gonna change your life. It's worth more than 100K. And we used to laugh at that. We used to laugh at that, and I used to laugh at it like, what a fucking bozo. Like, just take the 100,000 and be done. However, when really thinking about this, I'm putting on my 48 Laws of Power hat, which looks like a Balenciaga hat. Thought about it, and maybe these people are onto something, because if we understand reputation and understand it all, being associated with somebody with a good reputation is very powerful, and that could be more powerful than $100,000 could ever get you. Having a dinner with Jay-Z, how everybody will perceive you after is way more, unless they knew you turned it down for 100,000. But if they just saw you having dinner with Jay-Z, everyone in your social circle will probably automatically think you are like some fucking genius. You put that picture on somewhere, you say, yeah, I'm opening a business, people will invest in that business. It's just crazy. So, you know, those people, maybe they were investing in their future. We were just all laughing, but they understood the 48 Laws of Power reputation more than we did. I don't know. That was just a little tangent, yeah, but I just had to go there. Going on from that, the people who have stained their reputation, people who do not have a good reputation, people who have done something god awful, associating yourself with people who have a good reputation and often the opposite reputation to what you have. So if you're known for being a thief, being around people that are known to be incredibly generous, or super religious, in which they would never steal, that can counteract and kind of balance out your reputation. Like, if this person can hang out with this person with a bad reputation, maybe they're not that bad after all. That's a good way of cancelling it out. But also not just hanging out with people just because of like what they can do for you. You know what I mean? I think the key is to be very strategic and intentional with the kind of relationships and friendships you make, and ensuring that the people you hang out with align with your values and goals. And yeah, that should really help, I think, with everything. Having a good reputation also means that people are less likely to believe rumors that do not align with your values and personal beliefs. Do you know what I mean? So that's another reason why, because it just makes people less likely to believe the shit about you that's probably true. But essentially, building a reputation is about building a good track record. You know what I mean? Taking the time and showing time and time again that you can do this thing that you have decided it's going to be your thing, that's a reputation, and then doing it well. Like, ciao. So my final thoughts on this very, very, very long-winded video, guys. Are you still with me? Are you still with me? Your reputation is precious and should be strictly protected. Like, guard that shit with your life. See it as armor. Like, don't let no one put it on. Protect that shit. Protect who you hang out with. Protect who you're seen with. Protect who you take photos with, especially if you want to be in the public eye. Number two, I think it's important to kind of anticipate all attacks, especially if you're thinking about your reputation. I guess the way you protect yourself is contain or brush out all the secrets in your closet. If you've got secrets in your closet, find a way to shut those secrets up, or just come out with them yourself, so it's not that bad. Have a sterling reputation, something that's strong, something that's solid, something that you believe in, something that aligns with your values. Once it's built, however, do not allow yourself to fall into the hands of attackers that will, just by virtue of you being so great and amazing, want to attack you. So you got to be prepared, maintain vigilance at all times. Be adaptable, like I told you, be adaptable. I guess also never be desperate to appear like you want to defend yourself, because I think that is an issue, right? For some reason, even if you know you didn't do it and you just want to let everybody know I didn't do it, by you doing that, it just gives people the wrong message. I think it's always better to appear cool, calm, and collected, because that shows confidence in your reputation that you don't believe anybody would believe this shit because it's just so far from you. Overall, we do live in a society that depends on the opinions of others, and that is just the factual facts of it. Like, in order to be able to move in the society, it's dependent on how other people perceive you and think of you. And so there's not a lot to be gained by not caring about your reputation, and by neglecting your reputation, you're allowing other people to create your reputation for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and I actually wanted to leave you with a final question, which is, in this situation, Jay-Z's accuser remained anonymous. Do you feel like remaining anonymous gave her a lot more power in this situation, or do you believe it gives her a lot less credibility? I would love to know what you guys think about this, so please comment down below. Obviously, it's part of my 48 Laws of Power series, so if you are interested, definitely go watch out my video about Diddy. And I talk about how he exploits people, and it's really good. It's really good. But yeah, if you do like my video, please let me know. I haven't been filming in like over a year, so this was actually quite a big feat for me. So anyway, guys, I love you, and I'll see you soon. I don't know when I'm going to see you again, okay? Bye.